So today we are making a video on Chimbalix Linux. So here is the boot menu of Chimbalix. I'm running it on a virtual machine which is VMware with 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So before starting the video, I'm going to give you a disclaimer that there will be some mistakes and misspeaking throughout the video because I'm going to keep the video as raw as possible. So that's the reason, try to ignore all those things and you should be getting all the video changes and all those things without any cutting or trimming or all those things. You should be getting a raw video. So here in the boot menu you should be seeing the F1 to F7 options. The F2 is for language. So I didn't make any video on this type of Linux distro. So this is a new Linux distro in my channel. So I covered almost like a 3000 videos. You can watch if you want. So here is the language selection and the time zone. I'm going to choose the Los Angeles. And for the F4 option, here are some F4 options. And F5 for persist. F6 for failsafe. F7 is for console. So let's quickly boot it in a live boot. So the booting process should be taking like 2 or 3 minutes. Usually it will take that much of time in my PC. So I'm going to trim only this part, which is a booting process, and I'm going to keep the rest of the video raw as possible. So here is our desktop layout, completely loaded. It took almost under 2 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So let me first change the resolution. So it automatically changes resolution in the VMware. So let's first open the system monitor or a task manager, the task manager. So these are all the process running right now. In the beginning or when we booted up the Linux distro, this should be the process. I didn't open any of the applications or anything like that, even the settings. So these are all the process will run as soon as you start up the Linux distro. So let's check the about information. The 1.5.5 is the task manager version, and I'm going to keep the task manager in the right side corner so you can see all the changes throughout the video. So let's open the terminal and see the distro information, some of the distro information. So let's make it bigger so you can see all the information. Let's check the version. So 1.0.4, and let's type in commands inxi. So here is the command, and here is the CPU kernel version. You get the 6.9.10-1 liquidx in the kernel. So the latest version of the Linux kernel is 6.10, and I already mentioned that I am using a virtual machine which is my hard disk, virtual disk, is 60 GB. So process running are 394 and uptime is 2 minutes, which I already mentioned in the beginning. inxi 3.3.26. So this is some of the information. Let me type in another command. inxi -b, hit enter. Host CL live, kernel liquidx, I already mentioned, and the distro is Chimbalix. The version is here. So we can I'm going to show you the downloading process and official website and all those things. You don't need to worry about it. So the desktop environment is a Xfce, and the version you get is 4.18.1, and I'm running it on a virtual machine which says here. The CPU information is right here. The graphics information, graphics, resolution, and all those things. Network, drives, and info. And let's type in another command which is inxi -F, hit enter. And here you have the system information, machine, CPU, graphics. Here is the audio information for some users who want about the audio information. And the network again, drives, partitions, swap, sensors, other info. Let me type in another command. inxi -G. So here is the other information. Display is X11. Xarch version is 1.21. 0.1.7. So here is other information. Mesa and OpenGL version is right here. Let me type in cat /etc/issue. Hit enter. And it says welcome to Chimbalix powered by Debian. So let me type in neofetch. So it says neofetch not found. You can copy this command and try it if you want. Let me copy and paste it here and click on enter. I hope there is no password. So it automatically logged in, so I think there will be no password, I guess. So I think it's going to take a few seconds here. Instead of waiting, let me open the new tab and let me type in inxi -sv8. To get complete distro information, we should be seeing all the information right in front of us. So it's still taking a lot of time here, even here. So instead of waiting, we can go to the web browser, go to the applications. So we got the terminal running background. So the neofetch is still waiting here. So we got all the distro information right here. Let me show you. So the system, desktop, machine, memory, CPU, vulnerabilities. So in this command you will get all the other info also. So just scroll it. You can pause the video and read everything right in here. The graphics. So these are all the available resolutions. As you can see, monitor, OpenGL version, audio version. You should be seeing the Bluetooth version if you had a Bluetooth. So here is the Bluetooth. The network information, the partitions, unmounted, and all those things will be right available in front of you. The sensor, repos, the process, other info is right in front of you. So the neofetch is not still yet done. And when you scroll down, let's see htop. So most of the things is pre-installed other than the neofetch. Let's try the htop. And I can't even type anything here. Let's try to close the command. So it says we need a password. I didn't see. I didn't scroll it down, so I didn't see. It was taking a lot of time, I thought. So right now we don't know the password. So it says DEMO, so I think it's the password should be DEMO also. DEMO. So password is correct. The password is DEMO. So I already showed everything, so I'm going to close this and let me open htop. So htop is pre-installed. Neofetch is not pre-installed, so if you want, you can install it on your own. Close the window. Let me close it. Let's go to the internet browser and open the official website. Let's go to the applications. Let's go to the internet. I don't see any internet here. We can go to the all applications maybe, and let's try to find the browser. So Firefox is the default browser, I guess. So let's open the Firefox. The Firefox web browser should take like maybe 15 to 20 seconds to open up. So let's wait and see. So these are all the applications you get pre-installed. So you get plenty of applications. Audio, video, there are tons of applications, and we don't see any Firefox running. So I hope, so it's running in the task manager, but we don't see any browser. So it took a lot of time to open. So usually in every Linux distro it will take maximum of 15 to 20 seconds, but it took way longer. I'm going to close it and I'm going to make it bigger so you can see all the changes. So let's try to make it bigger like this, and let's check the version, what version we get it. So the latest version is a 128. So we get the 118, which is old version, which is 10 versions old. Let me close the web browser and let me type in about support to get all the distro information and other information. Here is already available. It is Chimbalix, the version for the Firefox. When you scroll it down, you should be seeing other info like a kernel, user agent, operating system theme, and all those things like a RAM, disk space. So you can just pause the video and read everything which is available right here. So display is X11. So here is the window protocol X11. The desktop environment is Xfce, frame rate 60. Just pause video and read everything. And the monitor of my display is 1920 into 1080. So you get all the, not all this, some of the distro information and some browser information. And I already showed all the information in the terminal by typing all those commands. So you should be seeing all the information already. So let's try the Chimbalix. Let's open the GitHub page or the official website. So here is the official website. You can see the wallpapers matched same. So here is the, so it says it's under construction. So we can go to the GitHub page and get all the information. I downloaded the ISO file from the GitHub. So there will be two parts. You can use the WinRAR or 7Z for opening all those things. So here are some of the information. So you can get all the information right here. Here are some ISO files. You can go with the ISO files here. So you need to download both the files. So it says here. So I don't know what language it is. It should be Russian. You can translate the language by copying and open the translate. Let's try to search translate and search it with Google. Let's open the first link, which is Google Translate. Go to the websites, paste the link which you copied from the GitHub, and the website will be opened in the English. So it is taking a bit of time to open. So I'm using a VPN also. So here is some information. The language detected, it says English. So attention, due to the technical limitation, the ISO file is packed in a 7-zip archive, and the archive is divided into two parts. So you need to download two files, which is right in front of you, or else you can I'm going to show it's still loading. So you need to download both the files and you need to unzip it, the first one, and it will be available. And the ISO file total will be like a 3.5 GB. When I used WinRAR, the ISO file was like a 3.5 GB. So for other info, so go back and copy the link, and some of the language is still in different language. So I'm going to go to the Google Translate. Let me close it. Let me remove this. Let me paste the GitHub page so we can learn some information from the GitHub. So here is some of the information. Chimbalix 24.3 Alphachi. So I don't know what language it is. It says Russian in here. So you should be seeing all the information in English. So if you want like other information, you can read right here, or else you can just do what I did in the Google translation. But everything is available right in front of you. I showed everything, so you don't need to even go to the website to learn. Just go to downloads, which is available in the release section. If you want to try it, you can try it. So don't try it in the main PC or work PC. Try it in the virtual machines or live boot and decide whether to use it or not. It's clearly up to you. So that was all the information, and I'm going to show you the downloading process also. Scroll it down. Here are the releases. So here are the assets. Click on the first page or the first link, which is 7Z001, and here you download it and click on download. It should start the downloads. If you have a download manager, you can download with a download manager, or else you can just use the browser for the downloads. So that was the downloading process. Let me close the browser. And what else we left here? So I think this is the, let's open the installer. Let's see what we see in the installer. So again, you get the same like a MX Linux installer. So there is nothing complicated. You can just install if you want in the virtual disk. You know how to install the MX Linux, but if you're a new user or a new Linux user, it's better to watch tutorials of installation for MX Linux, and you should be get good with the installation. Watch like a short videos, like a 4 or 5 videos. I made a lot of videos of installation in my channel, but I covered like a 3000 videos. So it's very hard to point out in which distro I installed that on the virtual disk or a hard disk. So, and also my videos will be a bit lengthy, like a 20-25 minutes, because I'll be covering everything. So it's better to watch like a short videos. You don't want to get bored. So you need to watch like a 2 or 3 minutes videos, and you should be good with the installation. Watch the MX Linux installation because the process looks kinda, it's same as MX Linux. So it's better to watch those MX Linux installation if you want to go with this type of Linux distro, or you can just use the live boot, and after you're satisfied, just remove the ISO file and you should be good. So let's see what are the pre-installed applications we get here. Let's first check the about Xfce. So operating system name, which I already mentioned, distributor, it's based on Debian, kernel, GTK version. All the information is already here, and I already showed everything in the terminal. So panel preference, again you don't get any new things here. It's kind of like a MX Linux, so you should be seeing everything kind of like that. Just some two app menus are available here, and some other changes should be here, like desktop backgrounds and all those things. So let's see what are the backgrounds we get in the Chimbalix Linux. So most of them, as you can see, which I already mentioned, it has MX Linux wallpapers, and others should be from the Chimbalix Linux. So there are not a lot of wallpapers, but whatever you get, you can use it here. So I don't think these are some HD wallpapers. They are some like a bit of painted wallpapers, I guess. So this one is a real wallpaper. So I'm going to keep it. Here are the menus, icons. So nothing changed here. So if you're a normal user, it's better to test it in the virtual disk or a live boot. So here are all the features you get in the same as MX Linux. So there is nothing to show here. So let's go to the file manager and check the version which we get, 4.18.4. So the CPU and RAM, the RAM is almost 1.2 GB. CPU is not still stable. Throughout the video you can see all the changes, because it's going up to 3% and it's going down like a 3%, and it's going up to like a 30-40%. So you should be watching all the changes throughout the video. So it's clearly up to you. And here is the file system. You can go and check, you can customize. So you already know, and you already used the MX Linux and Xfce desktop already. So I don't think it's a good option to show everything here. I'm going to close it. So let's see what are the pre-installed applications, and I think we should be covered with everything, and we should end the video. So these are all the applications you get pre-installed. So there are tons of applications which comes with this Linux distro. So as you can see, there are a lot of bloatware applications in the Linux distro. So most of them from the MX Linux, and some applications are added from the Chimbalix. So here is the volume controller. You should be seeing two applications, which is right here. So there is a Thunderbird, there is a uninstall example, some applications. So it's a waste of time to open all the applications and show you whether this Linux distro will handle all those things or not. So I'm going to just open the basic applications and see whether this distro will handle the stress test. So people who don't know what is stress test in my channel is like opening a bunch of applications, like maybe 15 to 20 applications, or else like 10 to 15 applications. So those are applications which consume a bit of resources. To see whether this Linux distro will handle day-to-day tasks, because a normal user should be opening a browser, some photo editing, and like a video player once at a time. So that's the reason, like a music player, maybe like a 4 or 5 applications. So just to test that type of test, I'm going to open the bunch of applications. The password is DEMO, same as the MX Linux. Let me type in MX Linux password, which is DEMO, and I'm going to open the bunch of applications which consumes a lot of resources. So here are all the applications. I think I forgot to show all those things, so let me show you all those things. So these are all the available applications pre-installed. Let's go by submenu. So these are all the things you get. Audio. So you get a bunch of bloatware applications. It's clearly up to you. So viewers who want like a simple Linux distro without any bunch of applications, you can choose other Linux distros. But who like most of bloatware applications, you can go with this Linux distro. Try to test it first, and if you're satisfied, then go with the installation. Try it in the virtual machine or like a live boot if you want. And don't try to save anything in the live boot, because as soon as you restart or shut it down, it's going to erase everything. So that's the tip for some of the users who doesn't know how to use the live boot. So don't save anything in the live boot, because it's going to erase everything. So these are all the applications you get. Tons of applications added from the Chimbalix Linux. So as you can see, there is still going. Let me scroll it down. Here in the graphics, you get a bunch of applications or softwares. So there are a lot of available things. So the booting process took a very quick. Looks like a kind of stable Linux distro. So as you can see, there is still going. So I'm not going to do anything here. So these are all the available things. System, settings, science, other, and office. So these are all the things which are available. So editors, viewers, multimedia, network and web, games, and the office, LibreOffice, tools. This was the development, info and text. So you get the CPUX and other applications. Here is the Wine, and here are other. So let me open some resource consuming applications to see whether this distro will handle the stress test. Like you get all the content creating applications like Audacity, OBS, and all those things. So you even get the Krita. So you get a bunch of applications. You even get the double commander, which is or the which will you can use those things. Let me show you. I already used the double commander, which was a good application or a software. So you can delete the duplicate files in this double commander. You can do much more things in the double commander if you don't know. So let me open some bunch of applications. So you should be getting 2 tabs. So let me open other applications like OBS maybe. Let's find a bit of resource consuming applications here. Let me open the Firefox also. So till now we didn't face any bugs or any issues, so that's a good thing. But you get a bunch of applications pre-installed, so that's so if you're a normal user who doesn't like a bunch of applications, it will be a bit of annoying for you, because whenever you want to choose a specific application, you need to scroll it, or else you can just search it. It's not a big issue. So you can search it from here, like OBS for example. Let me show you. And you should be getting the application. You can open the application. But if you don't know what are the applications, what application you want to open, but you want to scroll it, you can scroll it like this. You should be seeing a bunch of applications. So you need to scroll it slowly. So these are all the applications you get. I already showed you, so it's a waste of time to show again. So let's see what else we can open here. Version, let's close it. Let's check the LibreOffice version. So here is the version. So most of the things, other applications I didn't show because everything is like a MX Linux, so it's a waste of time to even show and make a video lengthy. So I don't want to make a video lengthy, so that's the reason. So these are the Audacity applications information. Let me close it. Double Commander. So you get most of the applications like a content creating applications, so that's a good thing, and it's also kind of like a MX Linux. So these are all the information. Synaptic Package Manager. Let's check the version. So here is the latest version. So the installed packages will be highlighted with the tick mark, and the installed version will be on the left side. The latest version available will be on the right side. Here is the size, and here is some of the description. Let me scroll it so you can see all the things. So you can just pause the video, or you can change the playback speed to see all the packages in a slow-mo. Let me scroll it up again. So I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing. So this is the first video, and the other video will be available in a few hours. So you should be seeing 2 videos. So when I post, you should be, when you are watching this video, the other video will be also available, so don't worry. So I'm going to close it. The password was DEMO, and at the end of the video, this is all the resources running. So the RAM is 1.4 GB at the end, and CPU is under 50-60%. It's not stable, so I'm not going to exactly say what number. You saw all those changes throughout the video. So I'm going to end the video here. Let me shut down and make another video. Again, thanks for watching. Peace out.